Jason Rowe and Andrew Tucker from COX Architecture. We're proud to present Geelong's new Civic Precinct, Wurriki Nyal, which means speak and talk together, really reinforcing the idea this is a central meeting place for the community of Geelong. We'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of land on which we meet, pay respects to their elders past and present. We'd also like to acknowledge the general collaborative work of the project team. The precinct is a collection of 3 buildings with public landscape in between. There's a heritage building, 2 stories restored to its original footprint. We have the 6-storey Wurriki Nyal Council office building and the 12-storey commercial office building positioned to the north of the site, framing the precinct and addressing some taller improved developments to the north. The site is located in central Geelong, stitching the train station with the waterfront precinct to the north, the CBD and shopping precinct to the west, and the arts precinct to the south. The site has somewhat of an awkward geometry, both in plan and in section, with 137 to 149, the original competition site, with the developer going off and purchasing 4, 6 and 8, and 151 in order to create a north-south connection and increase the public land offering. Geelong has a rich cultural heritage which drew inspiration for the design. 5 key principles for the project: create a new civic space for Geelong, amalgamate 7 council offices into 1 workplace, exhibit best practice sustainability befitting of the Australia's only UNESCO City of Design, integrate Aboriginal art and culture, and invest in the new mass timber industry in Geelong. The design idea is simple: establish a public platform accessible to all, activate that with a podium that hosts events, and then place the vibrant workplace on top.
Just to give you a bit of an update on the stage master plan. So stage 1's complete, which is 151 in the Wurriki Nyal building. We've got stage 2 starting in 2024, which is the 12-storey commercial building. But very much this is about a public realm and the stitching of various buildings together. We've created a new central hub through here as the Civic Heart. We've addressed different building entrances off this Civic Heart. Mercer Street's a very difficult frontage. It's got a lot of traffic through it. With our development opportunity, where we've acquired the site to the north here to make our site bigger than the original competition brief, Bailey Street and Jerringham Street are now thoroughfares and crossover lines. So we're encouraging people to move from the train station east-west through the site and also north-south connecting Bailey Street. Universal access was a big consideration here as well, ensuring that we are dealing with the land level changes. So we've got equitable access from Mercer Street all the way through to Bailey Street, and we also provide access from Mercer or from the internal space all the way through to Jerringham Street as well via lift and stair connections. Very much about this public realm and this new heart set in from Mercer Street, which is quite a busy road. We've integrated yarning circles, various native landscaping. We've got seating, we've got shaded undercroft as well to provide respite from sun. The Wurriki Nyal building is very much about a public ground plane, as Wesley said before, walking through the site, but encouraging people to walk through the building. Level 1, our podium floor is an invited public realm, so we've got multiple multi-purpose spaces there in meeting rooms. They're adaptable to change into different configurations.
So it's a 6-star Green Star building with excellent NABHERS ratings for energy, water and waste. We have an array of ESD initiatives such as solar energy collection and rainwater collection, which is filtered through the building and the building's operation. The building's envelope on the ground floor, we have a brick masonry material referencing the brick heritage buildings of Geelong with a high performance thermally broken double glazed facade running around the perimeter of the building for the office. One of the key features of the hybrid structure of the building with a concrete ground and podium with mass timber construction above with a lightweight steel frame atop, which is not only a sustainable material but also allows us to save 32% of the embodied energy in hotspot materials of the project. And here we can see that skin being overlaid on the structure. We have a large flat roof area which allows for 25% of the electricity supply to the building. And one of the key features of the precinct is the fact that it has 3 street frontages. We have the southeast Mercer Street entry, the southwest Mercer Street arrival point when you drive into Geelong, which features an Aboriginal artwork on the west facade of shade fins. And then we have the northern Bailey Street entrance, which provides access to Bailey Laneway, creating a new street for the precinct. We have the Victorian Street, which gives you access to the civic heart and then the main entry of Wurriki Nyal.
Stepping inside, we've really tried to relate this back to Aboriginal culture and theming. A lot of consultation has gone through with different elders and different groups, Wadawurrung. We themed the floors to be water, earth, mountain and sky. With their approval, went through a whole colour selection with them as well. But that relationship between ground, the external environment and the public space as you transition up through the building as well. Thank you. We've got our basement private car park and end-of-trip facilities, which is in Melbourne it's standard nowadays, but in Geelong this is actually a new thing for them, encouraging that movement and walking to work and riding to work was a big thing and a big push. Our public realm on the ground floor here is really that's the catalyst for this project. We see this building as the first in the series of buildings coming, and the idea is to really encourage and make use of as a catalyst for further development. The atrium space, this is an open arrival space. This is the front door to your customer service area. It's supposed to be welcoming, lively, and highly accessible and public to different people. The connection between podium and ground floor has been very important. So the podium floor here is our public realm, and customer service on ground floor. I'm going to run out of time. Front door to the commercial office tower. The invited public realm, flexible workspace is adaptable for council meetings, for presentations. This is community forum spaces as well. But as you can start to see, you start to work your way up through the building, and then we get into our workplace, which is that private domain for the staff. But the whole point is that they've got a safe workplace. If they ever come and meet the public, they go down to the ground floor into this podium space, which is that interaction zone. A lot of effort went into dematerialisation, the CLT on display, the connection to street, to public, across to Johnston Park has actually been a very high consideration as well. And then the circulation spines, encouraging this local Indigenous artist to do graphics as you walk through the building. Again, subtle representation back to country and connection to country as well. And our top floor finishes with this lightweight steel structure, which is all on display again, and references to the timber CLT elsewhere just by some timber veneer panels. And then we've got a roof terrace, which is the main hub space to the council office space with great use to the beach, to the waterfront at Johnston Park.
That's it, thanks.